Good evening, everybody. This is Amy. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh my goodness, it took me so long to get onto this live. I do apologize in advance. For some bizarre reason, like my whole computer just went. It's always the same when there's a retrograde impending. It just doesn't like me. So hope you are all doing great. I'm just kind of starting to catch up on how I'm going to get my screen back up and be able to get the chat box up, guys. So just bear with me. So guys, we've got quite a bit to get through and a lot to talk about. So we've been really dealing with, here I am. We've been really dealing with some serious transits going on. Hi, everyone. Hi. It's really nice to see you guys. We've been dealing with some stuff, haven't we? I really wanted to touch on two important things that really caught my eye in astrology. Venus entering Taurus and Mars conjuncting Saturn in Capricorn. Boom, massive. Hi. That's literally what it was when I was reading into them and seeing what was really coming up and the energy that I felt. Remember, I'm no top spec astrologer. I am not Lada. I am what I'm feeling with these energies. Now, let me tell you something. I have been feeling quite, I've been feeling quite about certain things in the astrology, but I wanted to just touch upon a couple of things that I'd picked up on. So I'm going to get that tab back up, to just bear with me. So I'm going to pull some cards in a minute to kind of give you a flavor of what is coming up for us in astrology. So, right, here we go. Got it. I found what I was going to read. It's huge. And it's coming up for, let's have a butcher's, just bear with me. So on the, okay, so I wasn't going to mention about the moon in Pisces, but obviously I'm a Pisces. That would be silly not to. But what I will say to you, here is the chat box. People really, really, really fear. Yeah, Diana, I'll get to that in a second. People fear it, and I don't know why. What I will say, exactly, Venus is at home with Taurus. Freya knows. The new moon I wanted to talk about, which is coming up. Do you know what? Technology really doesn't like me. I have my notes. Like, I wrote a whole essay about what I was going to talk about. I can't find it. It's always the same. Everybody has, here we go, the new moon on St. Patrick's Day in Pisces. Whoop, 26 degrees, which is pretty cool. I'm really excited about the moon in Pisces. I know that everybody, budget tips. I felt the same. I felt really attracted to the subject. I don't know why. But as I say, yeah, it's really exciting. I'm really excited about this. Everybody seems to be fearing, because the Chiron's in Pisces at the moment, because I was a little bit like, ooh, my Chiron's in Cancer. So figure that one out. So this is the energy. So I'm going to kind of take a step back, and the Venus entering Taurus. So let me just get my screen up so I can see what I'm actually showing you. That would be helpful. So you've got there, change your focus. So Taurus is one for doing just that. There's always going to be with Taurians that focus, but they have an ability to change. I've noticed that every Taurian I've read for, every Taurus that I know, they can change, they can adapt, very easy to adapt, but they always keep their routine the same, but they can be in one country and be fine in another country and still do the same thing. Also, they're giving you this guidance to take the lead. And that's, Helen, that's more of a Pisces thing. When I'm stressed, I don't stop eating. So I don't know if that's linked. I don't know. Also, guys, yay, look, this is exciting. Manifest this. So in the traditional tarot, this is the Magician, as you can probably tell. But it's time to manifest, as we all know and love. But also, this is going to help you blossom as well, blossom your spiritual abilities. People will say, really, in Taurus? Yes, in Taurus. It's lovely. It's a great feeling. It's being at home. And I don't know if she's pregnant on the card, but possibility she might be. So if you're, it's the family life, and it's the loveliness of the family life too. But also we're going to be having the heart chakra being, it's funny because I just did 2 readings and the heart chakra really came up for them as well. So it's time to work on the heart chakra. especially during this time, you know, Venus, I always think Venus is on kind of on cloud 9. That's kind of the energy I feel with Venus. So it's just kind of bringing yourself back down a little bit with the Taurian energy, but also working on oneself. And I think that people don't do that enough these days. Look, in the comment section, I want you guys to, I'm going to ask you guys a question. What are you feeling is the thing you're lacking on the most in your self motivation or your self healing process? The only reason why I asked this, I'm terrible for having time for myself. So for instance, now it's nearly 10 p.m. in my country. I'm going to come off here, go straight to bed, no downtime, get up, do the school run, do this, do that. And I'm exhausted by the weekend. This is why I have big bags here. But the pre-phase in the retrograde for Mercury has been really, really tough. I'm alive, guys. And I say that I'm alive because I was nearly in a car accident today. My car failed and this guy nearly smashed into the back of my car. So I'm still here. It's my car's gonna need some repair work on the clutch and that, but I'm just so tired of it, you know, so tired of it. I hate the Mercury retrograde sometimes. It's just like, really, sort of thing. Like, do you have to give me a bit of oh my gosh, wow. Do you really have to look challenging times, really? People say, yeah, I can't sleep either. Yeah, absolutely. I cannot sleep. I've not slept for 3 days properly, like a good night's kip anyway. Has anyone else had nightmares? That's something that really has been coming up for me. Nightmares, and my kids aren't sleeping either. So it's really like, I think we should do one day on one of these videos a snooze. We'll all should just have a sleep. I'll fall asleep on the camera. You all fall asleep. And then we'll all wake up together and we'll all talk about how nice that snooze was. Isn't that a good idea? See, I'm as like I say, I'm no astrologer, so I always link it back to the tarot. But these subjects really, it made me wonder about the energy. It made me think, like, how is that going to link up with the tarot? Like, what's the spiritual energy surrounding these big transits? And they're quite cool. You sleep and eat a lot, Amber. That's funny. So do I. But when I try to, anyway. So Susan, you probably really will feel quite good during this time. Then it might highlight that thing. Find out whereabouts it is in your house, and that. That is such a Pisces thing to say. Yeah, it is. I like sleeping when I actually get it. So moving on. Moving on quickly and swiftly, because I don't want to talk about snoozing because then I'll fall asleep. I don't want to do that. I love my sleep. I just don't get it. I'm actually a morning person as well. Mars conjuncting Saturn in Capricorn. Now, that did come up, but I think that's more or less to do with the Mercury retrograde anyway. It's always challenging. Mercury is just like having its hissy fit up in the sky, and it's like, sort of thing. You know, when you ever think of Mercury retrograde now, I want you to go, that's what it is. It is making a big impact. And that's what I was getting to. See, Amy knows. Amy's got the same name. She knows. It's a message from the gods making a big impact. So we're going to kind of get away from this lack of sleep and the negativity of hissy fit Mercury. Do you guys know what a hissy fit is? Neil! Woo, Neil! I love Neil. He follows me on my other page as well. I love Neil. He's brilliant. Thank you. Bless your heart. Thank you, Neil. Yay. I did just literally upload a video. I did that today, Neil, as well. I uploaded a video as well for my channel, and then I've come on here. I don't stop. But anyway, so let's make a positive change. Mars entering Capricorn. Let's start again. Mars conjuncting Saturn in Capricorn. I know people may be petrified by that terminology. I see it as something really wonderful. Just because, my darling, the 4 cards I've got right in front of me, we're coming together. So, sounds like, really, we've got Venus entering Taurus, Mars conjuncting Saturn, and it's all about coming together. But it's about releasing as well. And moving, and this could be an impending move in the house. Just be careful, you know, with any retrograde. Like, I have car repairs and I have to pay for, and it had to be during a retrograde. It's like, yay. You know, it's not. I just bought a new camera as well for my filming, and I bought it during the pre-phase of the retrograde. So, you know, that's not going to be great. No, seriously. Everybody fears these transits. Now, I am not an astrologer in any way, shape, or form, but I know the basics. I actually have a book. It's massive and it's like that thick about astrology. And I've been reading it every night trying to learn. And let me just get comfy. And we all feel drained at the moment. And I know that I tell you something, you know, when that stuff went wrong with my car today, I cursed to the world and I was like, why does this stuff keep happening? Why does like I have a 2-year-old, why does she keep throwing herself on the floor in the supermarket when I'm trying to do my shopping? Why does she keep throwing herself on the floor? Like why is all this stuff happening? And it's easy, really. If you fear the retrograde, if you fear these transits that happen, you know, when you fear those things, it's going to be a lot worse. And I teach that in life coaching and spirituality and tarot and, you know, the psychic side of things. I teach this because it's very vital. The more negativity you're attracting in, it comes from you. It doesn't come from, you know, people say, I have so many negative people in my life and I constantly draw them in. They're always constantly just knocking on my door. No. You invite them in. What you need to do is you have to be aware. You have to always have that switched on energy. And I think that's why I loved it, making a big impact, because you're making a big impact with yourself. So what I'd like to see all of you do is working on this baby here, your throat chakra. Now, I have no problem with that because I always talk and I'm surprised I haven't lost it. Yeah. I'm surprised the chakra didn't just fall out and just went, nah, I'm done. But the thing you have to do is release. So you have to release that negativity out to the universe and say, no, I'm done with this. I'm done with this now. And you're moving forward in love. So you're moving forward in the best direction. So I really, really want you guys to do that. I don't want you to sit and fester on it. I'm not going out because it's a retrograde, or I'm not going out because Mars conjunct Saturn in Capricorn. Capricorn energy is like to big up to all the Capricorns out there, because I love you guys so much. I found, sorry, just like stuttered then. I find with Capricorns, they're just like, I don't know, you guys just like, you either bring my energy up or you just chill me out. It's great. You guys are awesome. And so for me, and Taurus and Capricorn both being beautiful grounding energies, plus you've got that basis of Pisces as well. Then it's obviously going into Aries. There's just, I don't know, I just feel this nice little move. I do. Singing is good for the throat chakra. Yeah, but I can't sing. I can, yeah, exactly. Philip! Big up Philip. Yeah, exactly. Cap love. That's it. I love the Capricorns. I do. As I say, Philip is the astrologer, not me. They say, yeah, he's probably good at more explaining things. I'm on the energy basis of things, but I'm not fearing this. I kind of have this fear of, the retrograde per se, because there's always something. I think with everybody, everyone can kind of admit there's always going to be something go wrong. But then at the same time, you just have to go, yeah, well, whatever will be, and all of that. You got to teach yourself to grow and to manifest. You do. You are fantastic, Philip. You are more. I'm interviewing Philip tomorrow. Just thought I'd tell you, I'm going to be interviewing him tomorrow. You have to listen to your heart as well. Right, listen, I'm going to put it straight down to the point. I just had a client, and I obviously won't give away any details per se. We just had a reading, and that person was saying about how when they were younger before, big changes in their astrology chart happened. They found that people were very intimidated by what they had to say. And, you know, if they said something that was very controversial, people would jump down their necks. Like, and how do I deal with that on a daily basis? And how do I deal with it? The answer is this, my loves. Who cares? Who cares? Like, seriously, there's so many people out there that don't use this to communicate to the world. Look, I put controversial things that people don't like before. I've said things before or whatever. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because what matters is that what you are projecting out to the world, you know, just be careful what you say if you're being nasty or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, if you believe in something so passionately, do it. You know, go and do it. If you believe in something you want to do, go and do it. If you want to say something, do it. And that's why I'm thinking this big impact is coming in there. It's like just going to be a big bang for you. So I want you to take away, Okay, then. I want you guys, sorry, I read something in the comments. I was like, okay, what I want you guys to do is just take a minute and just, I don't know, just look around you, see what you guys have got now, and imagine that being manifested to more beautiful, more positive, radiating energy, and just go, I deserve this. I deserve my life. And the big impact will be you making a real stand to the world. And I see that. Hi, Lisa. Hi, nice to see you. I have no idea. I have no idea. I do. I get them sometimes in the comment section. We do get them sometimes. It is what it is. It is what it is. So as a parting note, do you know what? Let's go through the signs. Let's go through the signs, shall we? Be a Virgo, blanket with your mind powers. Oh, I love you guys. You're hilarious. You know, when people watch this back post live, they'll be like, what are they even on about? Like, basically, it was one of those, I think it's one of those spam comments, but it was totally like, whoa. Anyway, let's go through the signs, and then I'm going to have to go because it's getting really late and I don't want to wake the kids up or anything. So I'm really late this evening, but never mind. Aries, we just spoke about this. Anyway, it's time to release and to speak the truth. Bless the trolls. Exactly. Let's do that, Aries. Bless everybody and release that negative energy for yourself. Do not worry about what the people think of you. Release those past hurts that do not belong to you anymore, because you can have a tendency to keep those in. Wow. So please just be aware of that and make sure you do take that time to release during this time. It's kind of towards the end of the month, really. So that's cool. Okay. That's fine. Okay, fair enough. And happy birthday to someone who just said they just met their soulmate. I can't get the comment up, but happy birthday. You've met your soulmate and it's your birthday coming up. Happy birthday. Taurus. Yay. Dreams are coming true for Taurus. With Venus entering your sign. This is wonderful. Whatever you want, you'll get it. This is great for repairing relationships. This is wonderful. So I know a few of you have, probably stated in lives before anyway, that, relationships can be a difficult thing. As a Taurus, just be aware that things are really going to start looking up for you, and those relationships will start to fuse together and heal nicely. So just be aware of that. But remember, it's a retrograde, so don't jump into it. Just, it'll take time. Let it manifest, lovely. The Aries nation. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Janet. Okay, Taurus. And then Gemini. Gemini's awaiting results. So you've planted the seeds. Just be patient. Please be patient. Gemini, I know it can be difficult. My daughter's one. My son has a rising sign in Gemini, and I know it's very difficult for a Gemini to be patient. So for Gemini, my lovelies, it's about awaiting results. So you've planted the seeds and you're allowing them to grow. And so just work on oneself for the time being. Just have patience, take a step back, and just be positive. Like everyone's saying in the comment section, being positive. Be positive, Gemini. Cancer, it's about detaching. Wow. I hope the person who has just had a reading is watching this, because this is going to speak volumes. Detaching from emotional bases, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Past hurts, present hurts, moving forward into the future. You have to detach. It's mainly on the basis of detaching from the ego, because people struggle with this so much. You've got your heart, your head. Do not listen to this. It's rubbish. It's the ego. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you the best things that you can do. The heart right here is telling you what's best for you. That's your intuition. Listen to it now. So you better do. We'll have words, Cancer. I'm warning you. But I sound like I'm telling my kids off now, like really. But yeah, just please detach from that ego, because I tell you something, it does more harm than good, I tell you. Okay, Leo. Love abounds. So it's the third eye and the heart. So again, it's more or less about intuition. But the love abounds it's really lovely, because it's the new beginnings, but it is about self-love, self-care, and self-commitment. And it's about a new space. So if any of you are thinking about, like, you know, like I just said to Cancer, by detaching and moving forward in another direction, if Leo, you go through sort of if you've been for a breakup recently, or you're in is an impending breakup, just be aware of it and just acknowledge those feelings for what they are and move forward in the right direction. But know that love is abounding for you, but it's self-love. I can't stress that enough. Self-love. You need to love oneself first. Never mind anybody else. Leo, very giving sign. You do give so much to everybody else, but you never, ever seem to have enough time for you. And that's why we have to switch that around to self-love. Yes, exactly, Anna. Exactly. Blah, blah, blah. Leo, Virgo. There we go. Virgo is about seeking the truth. It's lifting the veil of, you know, when you lift that veil. In the comment section, do you feel awake? That is a question. And what does it mean to be awake? Well, what it means is to be awake is to question everything. Virgo, you're lifting the veil. So if you are very much asleep at the moment and you feel that you're in kind of a watch TV and do as you're told scenario, you may find that your second amendment. No, it's your subconscious mind. What? Your subconscious mind is starting to stir, and yay, there's awakened people. You're my tribe. You're my people. You will find that veil is starting to lift during this time. So be aware. It's really exciting. I remember the date, the month, and the year I was awoken. And it was a long time ago, and now I feel old. But it was a lovely time. So bear that in mind. I feel, to be honest with you, a lot of these cards coming through for each sign, they're very spiritual. So it's a very spiritual time. I've been in sleep paralysis before. I went through that the other day. It wasn't pleasant at all. It was horrible. I don't want to tell you what my dream was either, because I don't want to implant anything in your mind, but it was vile. And I woke up and I went, really? Amy's voice is soothing. Thank you, Philip. Bless you. I don't think so, but thanks. Libra, third eye chakra. Again, it's awakening. It's about the lovely psychicness of what you have. Libra as well. Oh my God, you Libras. I love you guys so much. My youngest daughter is a Libra, and it's like, I'm a Libra. She's a Libra rising as well. So I have my work cut out with her. But guys, you do have it. When I actually saw an astrologer while I was pregnant with my daughter, she says Libra children are very intuitive, and look what it's coming up for you as well. So it's the pretty awakened mind. So use your third eye. If something feels wrong, it's because it is. And if you feel like if you're being drawn to something, don't ignore it. People do. I'm being drawn away from where I'm living at them. Oh, not again. I feel sometimes that when I'm being drawn, like I'm being drawn away from this area where I'm living, I want to be back where I was born. Now, it's not that simple, but my intuition is going, you need to go, Amy, you have to go. It ain't going to happen for a while, but that seed has been planted and it will keep going. Amber, I will get to your question. Remind me again towards the end and I'll answer that for you. I'm just going to get through these cards because I'm sidetracking again. Scorpio. Yeah, you think you're going to do that? No, just kidding. As a Scorpio rising, I salute you for resting. Psychic energy with Scorpio is strong with this one. You know, it's hard. It's hard. If you're a Scorpio rising or Scorpio moon, you'll probably agree with me. The psychic energy is on point at the moment. When you see through people and people cannot see it, they think that they are the most wonderful, pleasant people, but you can see past that, and you can see that they're narcissistic and they're not very nice, or they're passive aggressive and they're mean, they're just downright rude, and yet nobody else can see it. High five, because it's hard. It's very, very difficult. What they want you to do right now, the universe, heaven, whatever you want to call, want you to take a step back and shut it off. It's hard, but I always go quiet around this time. So like my Facebook page goes a bit more quieter. my Instagram goes a bit quieter, you know, things, just little things like that. I throw myself into other things. So I throw myself into cooking, and it's so bizarre, but I love cooking, and I go and do some really wonderful things. And yeah, Megan, you do as well. It's exactly, it's very difficult. I'm going to go through dreams at the end, by the way, guys. I will go through it with you. I haven't forgotten. It's hard, Scorpio, but have some rest. Okay. I know it's difficult, and we have to rest, don't we? We have to, because we've got to call these people out. It's what we're here for. It's what we're here to do, but we have to rest too. It's important to have that time out. So the last 4 cards, Sagittarius, seek the truth. It's seeking the ability to go inwards. Yeah. I say that about my son. Yeah. Having a 5-year-old Sagittarian, no, it's not going to happen. But but the seeking is going out and enjoying yourself, of course, and seeking things that you love doing. It's throwing yourself into a project of your choice. So a project of your choice. Oh, there's so much possibility with this card. There's so much I want to say. It's just seeking out something for you, and whether that be moving forwards into a relationship, maybe seeking that bit extra in the relationship, going up a level, or is it going to be you're going to be moving? There's so much possibility for this card, but only you will know what it means for you, but you're seeking something. So if you're seeking happiness, you got to go and do it, Sagittarius. Don't hold back. You know, I was speaking to an astrologer recently, and they said Sagittarians are the worst liars. You are. My son's terrible. You know what he did earlier? He took off his duvet on his bed. He's got like a Finding Nemo bed. He took the Nemo cover off and just exposed the quilt, the duvet itself. And you know what he said to me? I said, "Did you do that?" And he went, "No." I was like, "Yeah, you so did. But you guys are terrible liars." I just thought I'd share that. It was quite funny. Yeah. Clarity of belief is for Capricorn. So the clarity of, well, to be honest with you, Caps, you mean you've got the one for new beginnings there, but it's believing in you. See, you see here, look, he's got his hand on his heart. So he's believing in his heart. He's believing in what his intuition is telling him. Again, it's going back to the intuition, but he's releasing that himself out to the world. He's like grounding himself. He's got all this the beautiful thing going on. Capricorn's got something beautiful going on. You know, Mars conjunction Saturn in Capricorn. Follow the intuition, follow the goodness that you are, and follow the brave. You're really brave people. I really feel that. I know Capricorn in particular. He won't mind me mentioning about him. It's fine, because he's like one of my really good friends, but he really struggles with his self-esteem. And he's got a lot of Capricorn in his chart. It's really struggles with his self-esteem. He's a wonderful person. He just doesn't see it. And you have to believe in yourself. You do. You have to believe that you're good enough. And if you don't, it's going to happen. So please just bear that in mind, because you are all wonderful. And Bob W, stay positive as a Capricorn. And there you go. Look, stay positive about yourself. Clarity. Yes. True, even for Sagittarius. Diane, you're a bad liar. Aquarius. Healing begins. I got all like tingly at the back of my neck when I said that. So healing begins. So again, it's opening the curtains to the past and going, bye-bye, I'm done. And shutting those curtains again. I try, by the way, with my readings and stuff on lives, I try to incorporate sense of humor. I don't know why I do it, but it's just, I like to keep things lively. I don't sit here and go, this is a card. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm sorry. If I'm not for everybody, it's fine. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I drink coffee. Woo! But it's time for you to heal, Aquarius. It really is. I think this time's going to be really beneficial for you, with Capricorn being quite a grounding energy anyway. Taurus being a grounding energy. Yes, you're going to have that lovely Piscean new moon coming in. However, it's just a nice balance. I think I read it in that book. Water signs and earth signs. Philip, are you still in there? Please answer if I'm right with this. Water signs and earth signs go really well together, and fire and air. I'm pretty certain I read that, but I could be wrong. But I don't know. It just seems pretty right. This energy just seems right at the moment, and I like it. So I like it. So there you go. the last one for Pisces. Whoop, whoop, Team Pisces. We have giving and receiving. Yay, Philip said I got it right. Listen, Pisceans like myself, look, we give too much and we never get anything in return. No, seriously, you give and give and give and give and give for Pisceans. But what tends to happen is you essentially, it lacks coming back. I'll tell you how I know this. I do a lot of running around for people, driving everywhere. Oh, it does my head in. I do so much. I lack the ability to say no, which can be difficult. It can be very, very difficult for a Piscean to say no to people, but you have to. So, for instance, today I had an inquiry about somebody wanted an in-depth astrology reading, and I said no. Now, if I was somebody that was like, yes, I'm going to rake in this money and stuff like that, I'd have said, yeah, I'll do it. But that's not me. You have to put those boundaries in place and you have to say no. Okay. So just be aware of that. Exactly about the no words. Irina knows. If you are giving out too much to the world, you're giving out too much to your friends, your family, Pisces, and at this moment in time, you have to say no. You do. You have to say no. It's important. It's so difficult, isn't it? It is one of those things, isn't it? And do you know what? Somebody in this coffee shop said this today. So I want to tell you my little story. So I drove 15 miles to my friend's house to pick up a microwave to go to her grandparents' house because her grandparents have not been very well. So I said, absolutely, I'm never going to say no because they are such lovely people. And whilst I was driving this microwave to her house, the grandparents' house, my car comes into some technical difficulties with the clutch. I put the clutch in to change the gear and the rev count went higher and higher and higher and higher to the point it could have blown up my engine. I was on a really busy, I think you guys in America call it a freeway. It's like a really just long straight road and everyone's going super fast. And we call it, or this is called an A road, or like it's like a little mini motorway, if you like. And there was a huge van behind me and he was tailgating me and he was like flashing his lights like, move out the way. And I was like, oh my God, it was so, I went typical Pisces on it and just panicked. But then the Taurus moon inside of me went, right. And then the intuition kicked in, pull over to the left in the lay-by, stick your hazard lights on, you'll be fine. And it happened. And I did that. And it was like, oh my God. And then literally, the heavens are looking out for me because my car was fine. I don't know what the hell happened, but it was like a broken car. Now it's like magically fixed itself. Oh, well. But the moral of the story is I went into this coffee store and I was shaking like this. Adrenaline rush. And she gave me this black coffee. She was like, drink that, make you feel better. And I told her what happened. And she says, the moral of the story is when you give too much, it'll always bite your ass. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't mind doing that. But she says, yeah, but you probably do too much for everybody and you never, ever get anything back. And I kind of saw that and I thought, yeah, maybe. But I don't regret helping people because it's what I'm here for. It's what I'm here to do. But sometimes, Pisces, you have to take a step back and you have to say, no, I'm having some free time or I'm having some space. You got to have your cake, James Dean. There you go. You got to have your cake. Gonna have your cake with a nice cup of tea or coffee, watch a nice film and just go, I'm switching off for the night, which is what I'm about to do. Do I have something in Virgo? Philip, I don't know. I don't actually know. I attract Virgos, Lena. I'm not sure. I attract Virgos. Philip has my chart. He has my chart on his laptop. He'll tell you. But in terms of dreams, I want to touch on dreams, like I did say. Dreams always have a reason. They come through, and I hate it when we have these negative dreams. Like, what is all that about? It's not nice. I had a dream once. Thank you. I had this dream once that this demon, demonic energy was sat on my chest, and I was like, like I couldn't breathe. It was like so brutal. And do you know what that message was? I wasn't protecting myself. I was letting these people in. I was letting these people in to my life at the time, and this dream like parasite that was sat on me, it was nice, it was horrible, was a message of that I was letting parasitic people into my life, negative people. Another thing as well, I had a dream this house, not this house per se, a house I was living in burnt down while I was at work, and that was an indication of an impending move, and it did happen. So you see, I am a soldier of service. Yes, I do try. Daydreaming as well, James Dean. I do a lot of daydreaming. I do. I think the worst one is when you're maybe, if have you guys ever done this where you've been sat at lights waiting for them to go green, and you're like in a daydream and someone beeps at you like, oh, sorry. So guys, about your dreams, tell me a bit about your dreams. What dreams have you been having? I'm just waiting for you guys. You're all talking about my chart. I can see you. I'm not. I do. Yeah, I didn't think I had Virgo, but I do attract Virgos. I don't know what that is. You know, previous partners, they've had like Virgo moons and stuff like that, but I always have them where I'm screaming at the demon to go away and nothing comes out of my mouth. Yeah, that is difficult. I always try and take control. I try to take, right, if it's one of those dreams where you're aware of the dream but you can't physically move, you have to take the panic away, because they feed off your panic. So if that happens to me again, I'll just literally just calm myself down, just go, oh my God, just go away. And then literally it works, trust me. You just tell them to, you can curse at them if you like or whatever, they will go. You can just say, protect me, and you will have your guides come and protect you, and it'll stop. It is the subconscious mind, James. You're right. It's the subconscious mind telling you something, but you're also getting these downloads from the universe. I say you're like a phone. You download apps and stuff from the universe. Let me scroll back up again. I have a couple of dreams about crocodiles. It's weird. They trace me but never get to me. Well, that's good. It means you're ahead of the game. It means that like the negative stuff, you're too far ahead, baby. That's why they can't get to you. And you're good at protecting yourself as well. You just probably don't realize it. A house I used to live at, I would feel an energy holding me down on my bed, and I would scream and no sound would come out. Oh, that's horrendous. It's not nice, is it? These energies, they're not nice, are they? Yeah, you guys are awesome. And it shows as well that you're very spiritual, because a lot of the non-spiritual people that I know, they don't have dreams. They don't dream. They're not bothered. They just don't. So, oh, that's really cool. I really like that. Oh, that's cool. I started praying in a dream and woke up with a prayer rolling on and on in my head. Wow. So it's like it's stuck in there. I think the weirdest dream was I ever had was I had a dream that I was sharing a house with a celebrity. I can't actually remember their name because I don't know. I just can't remember their name. I don't even think they're like a celebrity anymore, but like a Z-list now. I was sharing a house with one of those. I had my children with me, and they let me drive their car, but I wasn't on their insurance. And then I crashed the car. It was like one of those dreams where everything weird happened. Then I walked into a bank and withdrew some money and went and bought some flowers. It was like one of those really random dreams. I think sometimes we have these weird dreams that we just cannot have a meaning for. And that was one of them, because I don't think that's going to mean that I'm going to be a celebrity or anything like that. I don't know. Clean your brain. What? Shazeb, is that aimed at me, or is that what? Is that aimed at everybody? Because I don't talk like one of those, but thanks anyway. Wow. You guys. I'm a sun and moon in Capricorn. I've had bright lights in my eyes as I'm falling asleep. Casey, I've had that. It's just that they're with you. It's just this. It's lovely. They're with you. It's just they're there to bring you in, to bring you into sleep. It's just to show that you're being protected and that they're with you. It's lovely. So yeah, you guys are awesome. I really have enjoyed your guys' company tonight, because I usually go on about an hour earlier, but I had 2 readings and they went on longer than I expected them to. Very in depth. So I did have to clean off the energy afterwards. They were very, very intuitive. And yeah, that's awesome. So I hope you guys made some sense of what's going on. And as like I say, I'm not an astrologer. Philip does a fantastic job of that. I shall see you tomorrow, Philip. Yeah, it's going to be so exciting. Yeah, there's loads of stuff coming up for you guys. So enjoy it. Enjoy Lada's channel. Enjoy every element of what's going on at the moment. And yeah, have a great night. It's 10:32 here. Me and Philip, you need to go to bed. Just saying, you need to get some sleep, because we're going to have an awesome interview tomorrow. Let's clean up our collective mind. There you go. That's a great ending. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you'd like to come and have an absolutely fantastic reading with me, it's all in the description box below. Thank you very much for watching. Thumbs up if you liked it. Do subscribe to the channel, because you can see more of me, Philip, Heather, and everybody else on the channel, that we all give you individuality, success, and I wish you all the very best. So take care, love and light, angel blessings, mwah, and I shall see you soon. Oh, my fingers look grey then, but there you go. See you later, guys. Bye. Thanks, Neil. See you later. Bye. Bye, Freya. Bye, everyone. Bye.